Hello everybody, welcome back to Feasting with Friends and Family. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's watched and liked and shared all this, and I've had a lot of fun doing this. With that being said, this is going to be wrapping it up for the season. Take some time off, but we already got some stuff planned for next year, so be ready for that. With that being said, let's start the show. So my guest today is my son / cameraman for this show. My son Larry. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Dad. How you doing?
I'm good. So what's it feel like being on this side of the camera?
I know, I'm on the other side of the camera now.
You've been on every show with me, but nobody sees you.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
That's how I work.
So, well, I did your sister's favorite meal, so I guess we're wrapping up with your favorite.
Yes, we're going to do some good old brisket.
Yes, good old Texas brisket. So, now normally I would do this on the smoker, but we're going to do it in the house today.
Yeah.
So, because it's being in an apartment, it's hard to keep up with outside. I can't keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
So I don't need anybody running up and snagging my brisket. So, anyways, all right. So, and then with it, we're gonna do potato salad.
Yes.
All right. So, normally when we do this outside, it's gonna take 10-12 hours. So,
yeah, but we're doing it inside.
We're gonna do it inside.
It's gonna be a little different.
It'll be a little different. So it's gonna take about 6 to 8 hours total. So,
yeah.
All right. Now, one thing. Now this is about normally what I get. It's about 15 and a half, 16-pound brisket.
All right.
So what you want to do is when you get it, after you get it unpackaged, wash it off, get it patted down. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take some of this, get some of this fat off. So, I mean, we're going to leave some on it, but I want to get
a good chunk of it.
A good chunk of it off, yeah. So, and what I'll do is a lot of times, like when I'm doing this, like either from brisket or for pork,
right.
You know, you can stick it in the freezer, you know, for a couple months, and you can use it for other dishes.
So, what are some of your like favorite dishes that you use brisket for?
Man, tacos, sloppy joes, enchiladas. I mean, pretty much anything you use like a steak for or like a roast for.
Right.
You could do it. Yeah, I think my favorite would be brisket tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
I love brisket tacos because usually what I'll do is with this, when I'm making it, I'll slice half of it,
right,
and then the other half we'll chop up. So, and you use it most usually chop for tacos.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm not gonna take as much off this back side because I want to leave
some of the fat.
Some on the fat because you got good taste in there, good flavor. So, but I'm gonna get this. Let me get this trimmed up, and then we'll start getting it rubbed down for the spice. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we got most of this trimmed up. All right, so now we're gonna get our rub on, and for the rub, what I used. Now you've heard me say I don't like buying pre-seasoned rubs.
Right.
Number one, I mean, I can read ingredients, see what's in there, but I like making my own, that I can do my own proportions for it. So
plus it has more like of a personal touch if you do it that
I agree. I totally agree. Okay, so for this, we got a tablespoon of turmeric, cinnamon, salt, pepper, cumin, dry mustard, and of course, cayenne. And then we got, because, you know, we got to have a little heat.
Right.
Then we got 2 tablespoons of garlic and onion powder, thyme and oregano. So, that takes care of that dry rub. Alright, so, one other thing, normally when I'm cooking it outside, I don't put anything wet on it before the rub, because I'll put the rub in, stick it in the fridge.
Right.
So we're doing it in the house, we'll do it a little different. And basically this is a combination of just mustard and Worcestershire sauce to try to get it some kind of smoke flavor. Okay. Now the other thing in the dry rub, normally I put like a smoked paprika in there. Right. But since I'm going to be ending up sharing this with your brother-in-law and sister, and your brother-in-law can't have like red food dye, we left the paprika out. Cayenne you can do, paprika you can't. Weird. Anyways, alright. So we're going to get this rubbed down a little bit. I think this is the funnest part.
It's rubbing your meat. I'm just
always a smart butt in the bunch.
I mean, a better smart one than a dumb one, right?
Yeah, that's true. Now,
you gotta have the.
That's a phrase right out of my book. So, your grandma, when she was alive, when I would say something, she goes, "She's just a smart ass." I said, "Well, it's better than being a dumb one." So, all right, cool.
I feel like it's more fun that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this will actually, this is going to help our rub stay on a lot better.
Right.
All right. I love these little containers you get from like the Indian and the the delivery place. They make great
little containers.
Yeah. Now this, I want to tell you now, is going to be messy. So if for those at home, yeah, get ready. You're gonna have a little cleanup. Yeah. You want to try to get this all in there as much as you can. All right. Now, once you get it done, normally this is going to sit. You want to get it wrapped up, and you want to sit it in the oven, or excuse me, sit it in your refrigerator for at least an hour. Overnight is better. So, and what we're going to do, since we're doing in the house, when we get it wrapped up tomorrow, or excuse me, later today, when we get it thrown in the oven, since it's already going to be wrapped up and full, all we got to do is just throw it in there. And you want to keep you want to get your oven heated up to 350. So, and if you don't have one of these drip pans at home, I would suggest getting one, because it makes, that way you don't get all that mess all up in your oven. So,
right.
I mean, your counters are going to get messy, but if you can try to keep
it out of
the oven,
yeah,
then you're good to go. Cool. All right.
I wish y'all could smell this. It smells amazing.
Get these sides here. Don't want to leave nothing undone. And if you have gloves, get those. Those help a little bit too. Right,
unless you like messy fingers.
Unless you like messy fingers. Right, we're just going to put the whole thing on there. Alright. Cool deal. Alright. So now, we're going to get this wrapped up. Let me straighten this full. Now what I got is a baking sheet with a little cooling wrap on top of it. Okay. So. Alright. So the easiest way to do this, let me get this out the way, is you're probably going to need about 3 sheets. Alright. And we're going to get this put on there.
Right in the center of it all.
Right in the center. Now you may need a couple more. Hopefully we can get away with. No, we're not going to be able to. We're going to have to get it.
No, we'll need a few more.
Yeah, we're going to need a few more. All right. So get this out the way.
Little chunky aluminum baby.
Yeah, big chunky aluminum baby. So, but you know, it is Texas.
Yeah.
We like brisket. And I don't care what anybody says, we had the best barbecue. So.
As far as I've had. I'd like to see somebody that can do it better. But I haven't met them yet, so.
I definitely haven't. Alright, good deal. Alright, this thing is all nice and tied up. Okay, so what we're going to do is put this back on our sheet, baking sheet. Now, like I said, oven at 350, but what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in the fridge, let it sit in there for a couple hours, and then we'll be back and we'll throw it in the oven. So, we'll be right back. Alright, so we got everything cleaned up. This has been sitting in the fridge for about 2 hours. We got our oven heated at, we're going to do 300 instead of the 350. We'll let it go a little bit longer because 350 you're going to go about 6 hours. Okay. You want it to get about 180, between 180 and 200 temperature inside on the thick end. Okay. So we're going to put this on. This is going to go on the middle rack. We're going to take our drip pan and put it on the bottom. Okay. So. Alright, there she goes. So we're going to leave it. Like I said, we're going to check it after about 6.5 hours. Should be close to 180 at that point. Okay. So, but like I said, anywhere from 180 to 200, you're fine. After that, we're going to pull it out. We'll unwrap it, throw it back in for about another hour, hour and a half. And then while that's going, we'll start on the potato salad.
Sounds good.
All right. See you in about 6 hours. Woo! Okay. Alright, so it's been about 6.5 hours. Let's tempt this thing and see where we're at. So, what I'm going to do, just in case I don't want to get any spillage, so I'm going to pull this drip tray out a little bit. Just to make sure. Alright. So like I said, we want to put this in the thickest part. And we're looking for around anywhere from like 180 to 200. Alright, there's 170. Keep going. 180. 190. Alright, so it's hovering around like 190, 192, 193, which is good enough. Alright.
Sounds good to me.
So we're gonna unwrap it and then we're gonna stick it back in for another hour. And really the other hour is just try to get like some crisp on it or some bark, since we don't have doing it on the smoker.
Yeah.
So normally when I put it on the smoker, it's the opposite. You cook it without wrapping it, and then at the end you wrap it.
Oh, okay.
So, alright. I'm going to try and get this out without making a mess, hopefully. Ooh. Alright, so a little mess.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, though.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just going to leave that open. Alright. So, alright. Now this is very hot. So, but we're going to get our first look and see how we're doing.
Oh,
Smells really good.
Oh.
And that looks really good. So, woo!
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I totally agree. Alright. So, just to make it easier so I don't have to pick it up and dig full, I got another pan with the cooling rack on it. We're just going to transfer it over the best we can. I get a good, there we go.
Nice.
Alright, good deal. Alright, so we're going to throw this back in, same temperature for an hour. Like I said, that's going to hopefully get a little more crust on it,
right.
A little bark on it. Because I mean, technically you could let it sit and rest like it is.
Yeah.
Now for about a half hour and dig into it, but
let's get some of that crispiness.
We'll get a little crispiness on it. So we'll be back probably about, I'm going to leave it in for about 30-40 minutes, and then we come back and start on the potatoes and get them ready for potato salad.
Woo.
And a chance to clean up. So, be back in a minute. Alright, so about an hour later, brisket's been sitting in. I went ahead and turned the oven off. So we're going to pull it out and get it resting. So we're going to let it rest for about 30 or 40 minutes. Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
It looks delicious.
Got some crunch on it, a little bark on it. So, and the reason why you want to let it rest is just so all the juices can settle. Because if you cut into it right now, it's going to be dry. So you want it to be able to get juicy. So while that's resting, we're going to go ahead and get these potatoes cut up and start cooking. Because by the time they're done boiling, that'll be rested enough. And then we can start mixing this together. So, and just for you, I wore your
I know, you
your
wore my
YouTube,
merch.
your merchandise for your channel. So,
Awesome.
all right. So, for it, I mean, you can use whatever potatoes you want for potato salad. I like russets more than anything. So, and you just want to try to get them cut as close together as far as like size. And since it's just going to be the 3 of us, we should get. So I got like 4. I would say relatively small potatoes. So
Yeah.
definitely ones I would use for baked potato. So
Yeah, that's true.
anyways, I think this watermelon. I miss having a smoker.
Yeah,
Just put it on there.
A good day for it too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Put it on there. Go to bed. Let it cook all night. Kind of like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the. I think it's why people don't do barbecue a lot. They just don't have the patience, you know. So, and that's the other thing. You know, I was saying earlier, I like doing tacos out of it, but I mean, you make sandwiches, you know, and another thing with brisket they use for is other types of like sandwiches.
Right.
Like you let it soak in a brine for like days and days, and then you get other kinds of meats out of it. So.
Also, I just thought about this. I think
Yeah.
I've used like a potato in almost like every episode this season.
Almost everything. It seems like that's what everybody asks for. They want some kind of potato
People like
dish.
potatoes.
Everybody likes potatoes. So,
Wow.
that's alright. I don't know. We might next season we may not have too many potato dishes. So,
That's true.
we'll start branching out, doing like some carrots and asparagus and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, yeah.
alright. So, these are pretty much done. So, you just want to cover it enough with cold water where it's over the top. So,
Okay.
alright, and these are going to take about 20-30 minutes. So, I'm going to put it on high and we'll get a little salt in there. So, I'm hooked on this pink Himalayan salt now. So,
Oh, really? No.
yeah, I like it. It's a lot better than regular table salt. So, alright, so cool. Alright, we're going to let these go. These are going to take about 20-30 minutes. Then we'll be able to, we'll just get them out. We'll throw them in some bowls, some other good stuff. And we'll have potato salad. And we'll be able to cut this up and get going and eat. Woo. Alright, so we'll be back. Alright, so potatoes are done. I went ahead and just drained them out. Put them in a bowl. And this is going to be pretty much just basic potato salad. And in fact,
Okay.
this recipe, I have a friend of mine I used to work with, Sean, his wife Cricket, they're in Oklahoma. I went up there one year for my birthday when I went on my fishing trip.
Yeah, yeah.
I had her potato salad, best I ever had. So I sent her a message the other day. I was like, hey, I need the recipe. So I'm definitely giving credit to her for this one. So
It's a cricket.
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to put in real mayonnaise, not no fake stuff, or what they call salad dressing. So it's real mayonnaise. So just enough. We just want enough to cover it. All right. That should be. Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right. So, and for color, now I like mine mayonnaise. I like mine with mayonnaise. Some people will make a mustard one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a couple squirts in here just for color.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try to. There we go.
We get it to cooperate.
Get it to cooperate, yeah. All right. Again, we're just gonna mix it up.
Okay.
We might got a little bit too much mayonnaise, but that's okay. It'll work out. It'll still taste good. See how it's starting to turn yellow a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. So, and of course, I have a little heat, so I'm gonna put some horseradish in here.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple squirts.
Yeah.
Just enough to give it a little heat. And again, we're going to get it mixed up. Now, some people will put like eggs or onions and stuff like that. I'm not doing all that. So, alright. So we'll get this. Open that for me.
I'll be the first guest to open something for you, too.
Yeah, exactly. Beside your mouth.
Well.
Alright, we're just going to put one good spoonful in there. We don't need a whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once we get this put into another bowl, we'll be good. This is just our mix. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'll get that moved over to a bowl in a minute. Let's cut in to some meat.
Sounds good.
Houses smell like cooked beef all day long. And I'm ready. I'm ready to get it cut and eat and see what we got inside it. So. Now, what I was saying earlier is they'll take that's how they make corned beef. They take like a brisket and brine it for days and days and days. So, all right. So this thing, oh, I'm ready to look inside this thing. It's been sitting all day. All right. Let's get a good slice. See what this looks like.
Oh, yeah.
That don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. Now, normally when we do it on the smoker, you're going to see like smoke ring
Right.
around the outside. So, hopefully with the Worcestershire sauce we put on there, we'll get, we're going to get at least a smoke taste.
Right.
Alright, so this is going to be a first for the show too. We're going to do samples.
Yeah.
So.
Not gonna hear me complain.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice little sample here.
What do you think?
That's good.
Oh, that's real good. Alright, cool. So not a lot of heat, but not like spicy, but you can carry it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not dry neither. You get
No.
all the juice.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
over here
definitely.
licking my fingers.
Alright, cool. So we're going to cut some more of this up. We're going to get plated, and then we can throw down for a little bit.
Sounds good.
About ready?
Yes.
Cool. We'll be right back. Alright, so we are plated up. You now have your birthday brisket.
I do indeed.
So,
ready.
that's the first time I've actually done it in the oven. So,
Yeah.
we had a little sample, so let's let you dig into it full force and let's see what happens.
Let's start with this potato salad.
All right. Yeah. Not too bad, huh?
That's not bad at all.
All right, good deal.
Not angry about that at all.
Now we got a little sauce because I like sauce.
Yes. Okay. Alright. There we go. That's good.
That's good. That's good enough for a birthday meal.
Oh yeah.
Well, your sister's got theirs, you got yours, so everybody's pretty much got their birthday meals. So if you like this, make sure you like and share the video. This is, like I said earlier, this is a wrap on season 1. So we're going to take some time off. And we'll be back in a few months.
Yeah.
Until then, y'all have a good day.
Cheers.
Cheers.